Do you want to start the game again?
Welcome back to Mystical Everyday Heroes, or the Dungeons and Dragons podcast about people who are not mystical nor heroic, just everyday folks messing things up enough to make a story. Joining us is Stephie Patterson playing the disturbingly wholesome druid Misphi. Huzzah!
Oh.
My fact for Misphi Faewilde is Misphi's favorite memory as a child was making glass sculptures with her adoptive mother, Laywin. Misphi carries around a glass blowing kit to remind her of her home.
Oh, wait, you can glass blow?
I blow glass, man.
In a hot way?
That's hardcore. Wow. What a wholesome little fact.
That's somehow both wholesome and like intimidating.
I know, because I'm just picturing you with fire.
Yeah, like those
glass
big
blowing
gloves
is
and
no
like
joke.
They
Yeah,
blow
that's
up so
intense.
fast.
Oh my God.
Amen to that. I mean, wow.
All right.
All right.
And it is in a hot way. So.
That checks.
Yes. Also with us, we've got Meryl as the wood elf and terrible tree identifier, Alfonzo Windbreaker.
Oh.
Love it. All right. So Alfonzo Windbreaker's everyday fact. He is very particular about his hair.
No way.
Yep. Blonde hair just below the shoulders with a braid in the back.
Oh.
But not afraid to get dirty. Like, not afraid to get in the mud, get things done. Not afraid to take the hard way to do things. But that hair, though, will not get out of shape.
So, does he have what's the version of
picturing, like, a swim cap.
hairspray? Like,
No,
or how do you protect it?
I don't know. It's like magic. It doesn't get out of shape.
Oh,
It's
so
just
it's
always
wow, magic
it's-
hair.
Yeah, it's got
Very-
Alfonso with the magic hair. Is
It's
that where you keep
beautiful.
all your secrets?
I better add
Usually.
that to your character sheet.
It's a really important. That's a really
Yeah,
important.
that is like the hair looks good. Always looks
Wow.
great.
Alfonso's hair is always on point.
It is always on.
Magic
Also on your card
hair.
is thinks his name is cool.
You're also not wrong. It is super cool. His name's Alfonso. I mean, come on.
All right, we got Kailyn Kroll playing the halfling and viewer of Small Holes, Stan Smallman.
Wait, did we do our cheer now?
That was my.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Honestly, that was adequate.
I made these when I was reviewing the last episode when you were really investigating the small hole.
I
in the
can't
cave.
wait to listen to the last episode.
I have nothing- I
I
have
don't
nothing to
remember
say.
that, but it doesn't surprise me. Stan's fun fact for the day is that he thinks he can only hear out of one ear because he's so loud, but really he hears just fine. He's just really loud.
I can never hear anybody when they're talking.
That's
Weird. Wow, I know a lot of people like that.
Huh. I think
life.
was that directed? Simple.
Probably.
It's not a character choice. Let's just.
We got out of the car and he was like, "You need to pull it together. You cannot be this loud."
She was screaming it. Sometimes when it's just the two of us and she doesn't filter at all, instead of laughing, she just like shrieks.
I do.
Like a banshee or like a bird of prey. And it is so piercing. Like, I don't know how to describe it to you. If she did it in
That's
here, you would
amazing.
all pass
He literally
out
says,
or bleed from
"Can
your
you get it
ears.
together? Do I need to take you to go home?"
We will turn around and go home if you shriek
I
like
will
this
turn
again.
this car around.
Do not shriek again. It was too loud for my little ears.
Is it a small hole? Because she can check it out. If
Yeah.
you really
Speaking of,
weird shit.
Jake Salisbury playing the only useful above ground Aarakocra, Meryl Cheep.
Yay!
Well, good evening, everyone. Meryl's fun fact tonight is continuing the series that I've worked tirelessly to craft.
Very brave of you.
That he
And which I
completely remembered.
certainly remembered
Yeah.
before tonight when we met. And we're going to talk about his favorite gift that he's ever received from a fan. So Meryl's been doing this for a minute. Meryl is my age, so 20. And
That was so. It hurts
20
me that
20
you
what?
did that.
Okay.
That was such a.
Meryl is in his mid 20s. You know, he's just past his mid youth crisis.
Oh, he's a baby.
Yeah,
Aw.
yeah. And so he only has a couple of fans. He's not super well known yet, but he's been trying really hard because this is important to him.
Yeah, it's very helpful.
Well, he's got a lot of various skills. You know, there's lots of spells on here. I've got lots of random modifiers. He can do a lot of things, but he just hasn't broken through yet, you know, in the circus industry. One time, he was given the shell of a little tiny egg, speckled and blue, by a little girl who said that she thought he was a pretty bode. And that did, kind of piss him off, but he also really appreciated the thought and the gesture, so he carries the egg around with him wherever he goes.
Is there anything in it?
Hopes and dreams of children.
Yeah.
Hopefully not a pretty
He
bird.
keeps a cigarette.
I just meant that
He
it
thought that was
ever
useful.
hatched.
No, yeah, he keeps a cigarette in it, I guess now, canonically.
Did it ever hatch?
Oh.
The egg.
Yeah, no, it was just the shell.
Got it. Thank
No,
you.
but that would be really sick and twisted if there was a dead bird in
Yep,
it.
that's where I was the whole time.
Oh,
Especially
no.
from
And you
a
put
child,
a cigarette in it.
The
So
amount
Take
of-
this bird. No, it was an eggshell, and now he uses it to hold his, sometimes his cigarettes, sometimes, a little cash.
Didn't realize he indulged in the smoking.
His mini pipe.
This beak.
His very tiny pipe. He has a beak pipe.
a beak pipe.
Beak pipe.
I'm especially interested to think about how
Trademark.
it's shaped, since you bit down on a coin at one point and it bent in half. So I'm picturing
Yeah.
a very
you also
like-
ate a cup.
Very jaggedy.
very
some point.
jaggedy.
Very jaggedy.
So you also have a very large mouth.
You probably ate it at some
I've heard
point
that
and regurgitated it.
Yes.
Matt Bostian is our sound producer. Insert a really awesome sound here that makes everybody so happy. And Brandy Bostian, that's me, as the Empress of this
That's
fine podcast. And
Brandy.
yes, I am wearing the equivalent of a crown right now. You can't see it, but picture it. It's amazing, and it hurts my head, which means it's powerful.
True.
She looks like a Greek goddess.
She does.
Thank you.
She
Thank
does.
you. All right, let's do an episode recap from last time. So, what happened last episode in Loreland, the land full of lore? The mystical everyday heroes made their way to the location the blackmail materials were dropped off every week by Mayor Merryweather's deliverers. When they arrived, they found a very proud-looking stump that was in front of a dark cave. Investigation of the stump revealed a newly minted coin and a scrap of parchment that spoke about the dwarves being denied passage through Bridgman to trade their jewels, as well as something about forcing of the outside mining operations. As the aspiring heroes checked out the cave, they found the pathway through the stone, which was actually an ancient path that led them deeper into the forest. A rudimentary settlement appeared where our adventurers met the orphan Durgan, his guardian Yurza, and the camp leader Elias, who wants but lacks a tragic backstory. In a surprising twist, leader Merryweather, the daughter of the mayor, the girl you were trying to find, appeared in the camp. She refused to go home, claiming her father is actually horrible. She had chosen of her own accord to join this ragtag rebellion and revealed that it was actually her who was blackmailing the mayor in the first place. She revealed that although Mayor Merryweather is a terrible father in person, she believes someone else is behind him making the plans who is much worse. The mystical everyday heroes, you guys, decided to topple the mayor on behalf of the resistance using the information from the blackmail. This information leads Elias to believe the dwarves are possibly being targeted to start a war between the races of Loreland. Our adventurers, you guys, were given space to take a long rest overnight at the rebellion camp, so you guys did have a long rest. You can replenish all your spell slots. You are back up to full health. You guys slept. Our elves did a trance. And we now found ourselves in morning time. Also, because you guys found out that the rebellion is the place that brews the ale for the barging in, and since Alfonzo got a tour of the brewing area, how I figured it is that you'll now get a +1 to whatever you roll whenever you make a drink or potion. So if you make a drink or potion, you get to add +1 to whatever that roll is.
Wow, that's so
So where would
generous.
that be as far as where would I put that for
So
notes,
I would
probably?
say I would put it under additional notes over here. Sweet.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. It's the camp. It's morning time, and you've just completed a long rest. The sun is just coming up over the trees. A few of the settlers are stirring. A couple people are kind of meandering out, getting things together to make breakfast. The sun hasn't even oh, I already said that. The sun is just coming up over the trees. Sorry. It's been a day.
I'm ready for breakfast.
Breakfast sounds good. Oh, sorry. I'm not a...
Brandy's like, man, I like breakfast.
I love that you were so ready.
How'd you get here? Who's she? Who invited her?
So as you guys are getting your stuff together, getting breakfast, packing up to leave, you hear a sound out in the clearing that does not sound like an adult. So,
Like a child?
yes,
There are only two
like a
categories.
child.
A child?
Adults and everything else.
So
Don't we
you
know
hear
it?
a little voice from across this clearing, which there's tents and stuff kind of absorbing the sound, but you hear like, help, help, help. What do you do?
Did you hear that?
God. Well, I just woke up. What are you talking about?
Well, I heard a small voice crying for help.
I heard that too.
Oh my goodness.
Is it TJ?
We would go. Oh.
Oh.
Where is TJ? Is he counted for?
Hey guys.
Oh,
Hey,
not
okay.
TJ.
Hey,
All
TJ.
right.
All right, so it's not.
I did hear that too.
Cool.
It's I'm gonna go look.
Do you know what it is?
I'm gonna go look.
Oh.
Yeah, let's
I
go check
agree.
it out.
Let's go look.
Let's go take a look at it.
All right, so you guys go out to this main area, and you see where the kids were playing yesterday. You see little Durgan, the half orc, and he is stuck on a spider web.
No.
And it's not a normal little spider web. It's one that has cropped up. It's near the woods. And it is large and in charge. And he is right stuck.
Do we see the spider? Because that-
As you guys, as he's struggling and kind of pulling on the webs and calling out for you guys, you see some of the other people in the settlement kind of going over to check it out, and they hear it. And as they do, a swarm of spiders pours out of the ground from an alcove in the stone and heads toward the web. So it heads towards little Durgan, followed by two large hairy spiders that climb out from beneath the earth. The two giant wolf spiders both stand at about chest height.
Aw.
I was going to say, Misphi, this sounds like it's for you.
Nope.
They're so misunderstood. They just want a hug.
I knew you'd relate. Honestly, I could tell. I knew you were a
Listen,
spider
Meryl
girl.
doesn't really mind a spider. I am not okay with this.
So
Alfonso and I both hate spiders.
Everyone
We're
here hates
like-
spiders. All my friends hate spiders.
well, they're both chest height. One's dark brown. One has more of a reddish tint to it. And they have the full hair covering the body. You've seen spiders. The
so
settlers
fuzzy and
start
cuddly.
scurrying around, yelling to children to stay in the tents, grabbing any elderly that are out, and running off, securing all of their items and stuff away from the spiders. Roll for initiative.
Misphi's gonna tell Durgan to stop moving. Durgan, stop moving. Just stop. They like it when you move.
Oh, okay.
They're very misunderstood creatures.
Are we going to talk about combat, or are we going to actually kill this thing?
So roll for initiative. Where is my...
Can we?
Now, Misphi, I'm sorry. I didn't. Don't look at me. That was Mr. Windbreaker. I was taking your lead.
Now, I am going to clarify, because last time we did combat, things got a bit weird. Trying to talk your way out of combat during your turn. Totally fine. But I am going to...
No, not totally fine.
Gentle lead.
I'm just letting you know, because I was looking it up. So I'm going to clarify a couple things as part of our homebrew deal. So your character can say things during combat. Just know that you've got basically a 6-second round. I'm not counting. Just use that as a rule of thumb.
I'm used to 6 seconds.
Yeah.
wow.
Only kidding, honey. Only kidding.
Okay. Anyway, sorry. Back on track. We're here.
I'm done.
We only have 6 seconds. I can't talk my way out of it. That's what I'm getting at here.
If you'd like to de-escalate during combat on your turn, you'll need to use your action to persuade, intimidate, or disengage from combat. The other players will still be able to take their turns, and on their turns, they can choose to follow your lead or do their own thing, which can influence the fight. All right? Cool?
Let's kill them this time, please.
All right. So go ahead and roll for initiative. Make sure that you take into account what your plus to initiative is.
I got a 13.
Does that include your
Yes.
modifier? Okay.
Oh, I gotta
Minus
roll
6
first.
Yours is 6.
total, because I am not initiated.
Not taking initiative today.
which is not a good sign.
Not really feeling it. I'll go last.
Yeah.
I have an 18.
Go get him, Stan.
Hopefully the
Those
small holes
spiders
you
are
get,
bigger than Stan.
but not bigger than your personality.
Not bigger
That's
than your
true.
heart.
Or your
All
sword,
right, Misphi, where
hopefully.
did you land?
don't have
Misphi
one of
got a
those.
14.
14.
I do have one of those.
Or whatever you have to
A
beat
battle
the
axe and an unarmed strike. Naked fist, if you
naked
will.
fist. Can we not use a naked fist this time? Because we need to survive this battle.
We don't
All right,
need
so
fisting
we
in
have
small
3
holes.
enemies. 2 giant wolf spiders. The brown one is in the back by the tree line, about 40 yards from your tent. And the red one is a bit closer to you guys at about 30 yards. The swarm of spiders acts as one enemy, and they are in the middle of the clearing of tents, but closer to the right near where the web that Durgan is attached to. Okay.
Are they in front of or behind the spiders?
They are in front of the spiders, so they're closer to you guys than the larger spiders are. Okay, so
Got
TJ got a 21, so he's gonna go first.
Oh boy.
He's going to use
Way to
his
go,
action in motion.
TJ.
He's going to run up, grab Durgan from the web, and move to hand him off to Yurza, who's standing by the opening of the tent. She's
good.
shaking.
Go,
all right.
TJ.
So I got
What a
you,
good
little
kid.
man. Stan, you're up next.
Take it. We've got a red spider, a brown spider, and a lot of little spiders left, right?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Well,
Can you attack the spider big one?
now that's an idea. Thank you. All right. So I think Stan has a brilliant idea all of a sudden out of nowhere to take his battle axe and run towards the red spider with vigor.
Vigor.
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, so
I hardly
you've
know
got
her.
a 25 for walking. So a 25 movement, right? The
Yes.
one spider is 40 feet away, the other one is 30 feet away. So I'm assuming you're going to, if you go, you're going to be going past the ones in the middle, the swarm.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with those ones yet. Can I throw my axe at him?
Yes,
But
your
then you'll be just naked
battle
fists.
axe.
Well, those are
has-
pretty good too, remember? They can do some damage. These are
Those
the
are
size
very
of cantaloupes.
intimidating.
I feel like your battle axe has a 5-foot radius.
Yeah,
I think
it does.
So
Yeah,
then you would
baby.
be able to hit because it's within 5 feet of you.
Well, I think that's what he's gonna do.
Meryl is like looking out of the corner of his little bird eyes at Stan's fists, like,
cantaloupes.
oh my.
Okay, so Stan
gosh.
runs to the red one and he chucks the axe at him.
So you're gonna like throw the axe,
Yeah.
or you're gonna hit him with
I'm
it?
gonna like throw him.
Okay, so go ahead and roll to hit.
Wow. Do I add anything to
Yeah,
this?
you do. I think that one's +4 to hit.
Yep.
22.
That hits. So roll
hits.
your
Smoking.
damage.
Yeah, you
so
smoked that spider.
I bet I did. Merle. Oh, I'm sorry.
Woo!
You were just laughing at me a second ago, Merle. I don't need that from you.
Misphi just stands there and gasps. in
I'm so
misbelief.
sorry, dear.
But she also understands the situation.
Thank you.
This escalated very quickly.
Okay, roll your damage. 1d8 +2.
9.
Wow, you smoke.
Get it, girl.
Gee,
I mean,
Christmas.
man,
Get it, you little guy.
little guy.
Let's go, buddy. You go,
Small man.
Small sir is preferred, but little man's okay.
As Stan throws this axe, it cuts like 2 of his legs and the giant wolf spiders, and that giant wolf spider is on death's door. It's very hurt.
This makes me very happy to see.
It makes me very sad to see.
So the swarm
It's
of
suffering.
spiders is up next.
And on deck we have a swarm of malicious spiders.
Yikes.
Yeah, so the swarm of spiders is actually going to
Are they
come
tap
up
dancing?
To, they are not tap dancing.
Are you sure?
They can make like kind of a tap
Oh, they're so cute.
sound because there's like a bunch of.
Do you
like,
think they could like advance in a really intimidating dance formation?
No.
Just because of
we'll
what
say
you
that
said.
as
This is
they-
Jake right now.
We'll say that as the swarm is swarming, that sure they kind of do it like a marching band does, where they try to make like words like "watch out," and then they
Toes
come
up.
up, and they go after Misphi. So we are gonna.
Little baby.
Oh, you were trying to give him a hug, huh? Oh.
Oh, they tickle.
Merle immediately just jumps 10 feet into the air and then just flaps there.
Of course she does.
So
not
they
your
are
turn
going
yet.
to. Let's see. Does a 5 hit? I'm gonna think that's a no probably. What's your AC?
11.
Okay,
Oh,
so
wait. 13. Sorry.
13, yeah. So they climb up to bite you and you manage to kind of like shake them off.
Shake, shake, shake.
All right.
Do you sing that while you do it?
Yes.
Amazing.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake the spiders.
That's a good song, Misphi.
Then Misphi, you're up next.
Alrighty. Since that poor big red wolf spider is suffering, I'm gonna end its life. Hopefully.
I like where this is going.
Wow, this is a new Misphi.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Sure
Where
you
am
wanna
I at?
Talk nicely to it.
You are about 30 feet away from it, the red one.
Okay.
I think I have that right.
That's
The red
about
one's
my
the closer
walking
one.
distance.
The brown one's 40. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk up to the big spider, big red one, with a little tear in my eye, and I'm gonna whack it over the head with my quarterstaff.
All right, roll an
thunk.
attack.
Wait, that's a
I bet
What
TJ
is it?
That's a
thinks
D20.
She's so brave.
8.
Is that 8 total? Because your quarterstaff gets +4. 8 + 4, so that'd be 12 total. Okay,
Yes.
that does not hit.
Mother spider.
So as you go
say
to
that all the
hit
time.
the
Ow, my toe.
spider, like
spider.
you just like look into its 20
Its
whatever
fuzzy little eyes.
its crazy eyes, and you just like stutter just long enough that the killing blow just falls to your side.
I'm so sorry, spider.
We've
This is my first time.
It's okay, kid.
I'm a virgin.
This was a long 6 seconds.
TJ's off to the side like, I got you, babe. It's
Oh
fine."
my god.
Oh no, TJ.
Meryl, you're up.
Meryl goes.
Meryl goes what on the podcast that people hear?
Facepalm.
Oh, there you go.
Facepalm.
Flapping in the air. Do you have hands too? You can't have hands if you have wings. That's not right.
No.
Yeah, I have
No, yeah,
arms
he has
and
human
wings.
hands.
Yeah, it's both.
You have arms and wings.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like an angel.
Yeah, like an
Really?
angel. Yeah.
Stop it. Are
With
you
like a
serious?
Yes, I've always
was-
had
it was-
that. Where have you
Wow.
been? I'm pretty majestical.
I was picturing
and I'm
you
hot.
just as
remember?
as a human-sized eagle.
Hot
There is a
people-
spider that is
time.
going to eat your face in 5 seconds.
Oh my
You
God,
have
okay.
to kill it.
He is in the sky and he looks down and he says, "We need to save this kid. We need to save this kid." And he dive bombs the other spider wherever that's at,
So how high up are you?
like 10 feet. Like
10 feet up? Okay, and are you like at the same place that like say Misphi's at?
wherever everybody started is where I'm starting from.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I kind
if-
of just jump like up and forward and then I just like dive at him.
Okay, so if you're up 10, well, yeah, we'll say that you go down.
But I have a 50-foot flying radius.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So, are you doing the one that's
Smoking.
injured, the red one, or the one that's not injured yet, the brown one, or the swarm of spiders?
The one that's not injured yet.
Okay. So that one's the one that's the brown one. All right. So what are you doing to him?
Karate chop.
Yeah, he
I'm
is
kidding, don't do
going
that,
to fly down and he's going to make his best. He's really perfected this screech because it really like it stuns the crowds. And he's like, God, this is the perfect reason to use it. So he's like diving and he goes, "Ah!" And it's like so scary.
We're all shivering on our boots.
Right. You couldn't see the face I made, but that was the scary part.
Hands covering his ears.
Too loud.
Misphi's just standing there like, that's beautiful.
Nature.
A
To the
tear
sky.
rolls down her cheek.
I'm just admiring this attack.
And then he's like diving headfirst, and then he flips feet first, and he's gonna like do a slashing attack with his talons.
Okay. So roll for an attack.
Your D20.
Oh. 20!
You need to use that more
A
often.
nat 20.
A
Yes.
nat 20.
that's
This
a
little
crit.
house gave
It's
me
the
a nat
magic
20.
dice
The
roller.
magic dice house. I loved those books when I was a
Double
kid.
damage, by the way.
Yeah. It is double damage for a crit.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, that's what we've always done.
Yeah. Okay.
I just
thought
smoked
so,
that
but
spider with a crit
You
hit.
just killed it.
You crit. Yay. Okay. So do your damage. So it's 1d4 slashing. So you do 2d4 slashing.
Hopefully you hit 4s.
All right. So 4 total.
And then double, right?
Well,
No,
no.
that
So
was-
that
that
would be
was
that
double.
was
You
double.
just rolled it twice.
Oh, God, okay.
Yep.
4.
All right. Up next we've got Alfonso.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull my bow out, and since the brown, well, we don't know how much health is left in either.
You don't know how much is left. You know that the red one looks like it's really hurt. The brown one looks wounded.
I'm gonna go after the brown one.
Okay.
With my bow. So I'm gonna keep. I'm not gonna move at all. I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm gonna use my longbow.
Okay. Roll your attack.
Nat 20.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
Someone's
that
in the
definitely
air
hits.
tonight.
Right.
All right, so roll your damage.
Mine's 1d8 plus 4. So 4 is 8. 4 and 4 is 8. So 16.
So he is dead. Do you want to tell me how you, how you shoot him in such a way?
I pulled my bow out of my wherever I store it on my body. Pulled
Somewhere.
the arrow
Wow,
out of the
that's-
quiver.
That leaves a lot of questions.
I don't know, like over
You
my
pulled the
it's on
arrow
my
out of the
shoulder.
what?
Out of my quiver.
Amazing that you knew that word.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I throw it
That's impressive, no?
in one smooth motion from the back of
Yeah,
my
so
quiver
hot.
to knocking it, pulling it back.
Past your
letting
beautiful
go.
hair.
Yes,
Yes,
his gold
beautiful
ass
hair.
The golden locks.
throws it back.
And your
As
whisker
he- as he
biscuit.
And I,
does.
yeah,
It's what?
whisker biscuit. That's where you put the arrow in.
Uh-huh.
On a modern bow.
Wow, that sounds dirty.
That
It
sounds
is
so
dirty.
dirty.
Right through head into the body of the spider, and then it dead.
Beautiful.
It dead.
Beautiful.
Then I look around, give everyone a little bit of a look and a wink, and like that's how it's done.
Meryl is not looking.
TJ's just clapping, man, I gotta take some notes.
Misphi is still crying.
That, yeah.
All right, the giant
So you
wolf
look at everyone,
spider.
no one's looking at you, and you just wink at everyone.
This was for me. This was for me.
The arrow attack only used 4 seconds. The rest of the 2 seconds was rapid
Was it
winking.
winking?
Rapid
Yeah.
winking around.
Yeah. All right. So the giant
You're
wolf
welcome,
spider
guys.
red, the red one is up, and that is going to go after Stan, who is right there.
Yeah, I wondered if that was coming. Stan's still covering his ears because he didn't know Meryl was done chirping.
So he's going to try to bite you.
Uh-oh.
So that has
I can't even hear it coming.
9.
only hear it on one ear.
3. So does a 12 hit.
Uh-oh. What does that
do
do to
not.
me here?
So look at your armor class.
Yes.
13.
Oh, 13.
So no.
So a 12 does
no.
Oh, so it
not
doesn't hit. It has to
Right.
meet. It has to meet this.
It's got to be equal or greater.
Got
Right?
it. Ha! Well, he doesn't bite me. I'm too small.
He bites you, but
So
like
he
his
just-
pincers aren't big enough, and so you're just like
It goes
between-
around Stan
Yeah.
as he's crouching.
He's
holding his
crouching.
He's
ears.
just like,
You're just like, this is what it feels like to be hugged. All right.
Yes. I just let
I
it happen.
told you they just wanted a hug.
You were right about the not moving.
TJ is up next. So TJ has successfully given
TJ.
My man.
the little half-orc Durgan to Yurza, and he is going to take a javelin, and he is going. That's got a 30-foot reach, so he's going to try to hit the
He knows how to
giant
use
red
those?
wolf spider. Well, he is a guard. He had guard training, although he grabs it and
This is
He does not know how to use it.
he grabs it and he throws it with the wrong side facing forward.
Oh,
So it ends up just
handle, just thunk.
he cuts his ear a little bit because he gets the arrow
Oh,
side
good,
the
he
wrong
injures
side.
himself.
So he throws it the wrong way and as he's absorbing the wink and trying to from Alfonso and trying to be yeah, all right, I got this, and he throws it. He's like, dang it, all right. And he's really hoping that Misphi's crying too much to see that. All right. Speaking of
Her
Stan,
eyes are
you're up
full of
next.
tears, so it's a little blurry.
Okay.
Well, I think that Stan is going to finish this red spider off with a naked fist.
Ooh.
Unarmed strike for the.
Right in a
All
small
right.
hole.
Roll for attack.
Whoa. What do I add to it?
For your unarmed strike, you do Stan the Barbarian Man.
Barbarian
Plus
man.
4.
Barbarian.
Well, Stan still only got an 8.
An 8 does not hit.
Yeah, I wondered about
So
that.
how do you miss?
I think Stan goes to punch the spider, but gets distracted by the javelin that just went the full opposite way that TJ biffed, and so he completely misses the spider while watching the javelin go.
This is beautiful. So the swarm of spiders is so
Here they
Misphi's kind of
come.
shaking them off. So the swarm of spiders is going to go after Alfonso. So they're gonna kind of climb onto him and try to bite. And that is a 6 plus 3 does a 9 hit.
No.
And you managed to shake them off too.
Shake it off. Shake it off.
That's a good song too. Wow.
Now we're gonna get taken down for copyright.
Misphi, you're up.
Not with my bad voice. That was not close enough to being on key to do.
I thought it was beautiful.
Thank you.
And I bet Taylor would have loved it. Taylor,
so.
if you're listening,
If you're listening, T Swifty.
I hope you love that.
Yeah.
I hope so. Also, you're smoking hot. So
There you go.
Also, call me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alfonso
Matt.
is winking at you currently.
Yeah, call Alfonso Windbreaker. We'd appreciate that.
Okay. Well, Misphi is gonna hopefully put this poor red spider out of his misery for
Good.
good.
You can do it this time.
We believe in you.
Okay.
And so does TJ.
I probably have a
really
disadvantage
do
because I
that.
have tears in my eyes.
Disadvantage for tears. Roll disadvantage for the tears in your eyes.
So I'm gonna try to hit it over the head with my quarterstaff again.
Well, you know what they say. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
10.
Plus your modifier or no?
For
Yes.
the beat strength.
Yeah, for +4. So what is that total?
14.
Yeah, so that hits. So roll for
Sweet.
damage.
A 2.
A 2 plus
four.
2, so it's 4. All right, so tell me how you kill him. Or her. We never really established.
So I'm going to pet her over her head with my hand.
Wow.
And I'm just gonna take my quarterstaff and just clunk right over her head.
With a killing
And then I'm
blow,
gonna
right?
shed more tears.
Stan gives you a little hug.
Alfonso has shed a
Thank
tear.
you, Stan.
I don't
Which is
hug
unusual.
often, but you look like an
Meryl
idiot.
landed and is looking really somber. Like, this is a serious one.
I think we're all around Misphi. Like we knew you didn't want to do that.
Well, you guys are
Yeah.
still in combat, so not
Oh,
really.
right, I forgot. Big.
There's all those
the
other little
swarm.
spiders.
There's
in
a
her own
swarm of
spots, like
spiders.
feeling emotional, like oh, and like there's still
There's
the
still a
swarm
horde of
spiders.
Yeah, the
Can I
children
still
of these.
revive it?
Spongy ass swarm. What are we gonna do about that?
So, Meryl, you are actually up next.
Guess you get to decide what to
What
do,
am I
champ.
gonna do? Okay.
So you are currently 40 feet away from the swarm of spiders at this point because you had done the talent attack.
Yep. Okay, so then Meryl is going to turn around and see that there's still this swarm of spiders. And what are they doing? Are they coming towards us?
So they are currently around Alfonso, so they're like currently swarming him. They kind of act as like, you've seen movies, like a whole collective. Stan
I have seen
and
movies.
Misphi are about 30 feet away.
Okay.
like that.
So Meryl is back in the air because he turned around after, like wanted to acknowledge this is a tough moment for Misphi. And then turned and realized like Alfonso is beset with spiders. So he leaps back into the air and dives down there, kind of swoops down over Alfonso's head. And then he's going to throw out his hand and cast Thunder Wave.
Oh, okay. Tell me about Thunderwave.
Sorry, Alfonso. I'm sure
It's
you'll be
okay.
fine.
It's probably fine.
So because when you do it, it's an area of effect one, right?
Yes. So
You're gonna be shocked.
the goal is to make sure you don't have any spiders in your hair.
It's so sad they can't see your
thank
little
you for-
laugh after you do a
Thank
pun,
you for being careful with the hair.
You're welcome. I just think I know that your hair is gonna look awesome when I hit you with this really obnoxious spell.
Your
Your
magic hair.
braid is gonna look amazing.
A wave of thunderous force sweeps out. Each creature in a 15-foot cube must take a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, they take 2d8
Oh,
thunder damage and are pushed 10 feet away.
So Constitution saving throw.
does that mean I have to roll too?
You
Yes.
sure do.
Oh.
So what happens is he swoops down and he like throws himself back, and then he does this huge flap of his wings, and it just sends this like crazy like
Right down
maelstrom
on
of air.
Alfonso, huh?
Because he knows like there's no way we're gonna pick these spiders off of him. I'm gonna have to just like blast them all out. But
Why wouldn't you
he's
just-
big and strong. He's got this.
Oh,
We're gonna
okay.
pop him, right?
And I rolled an 18. Thank
Okay. So
What did the
then
spiders roll?
Spiders roll a 9, so they fail.
Yes!
Okay.
It worked.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So what does they take?
They take
2d8. So you have to roll the 8-sided twice.
Okay.
8
8 damage. Okay. So you now on a failed save, Alfonso, they take half as much damage and aren't pushed away. So that means you take
okay.
4 damage.
I didn't though, but if I would have.
Or wait, what?
Remember I rolled an 18?
Right. So you
still get damage no matter
Yeah.
what.
So you were successful against the save. You get half the damage.
I did not know that. I thought it was like a complete. Okay, I take 4.
Well, you have to roll that.
I already.
He already did.
You rolled the damage, and he just takes half of that.
Oh, got
Yeah.
it.
And the spiders are pushed 10 feet away.
Oops.
He is not pushed at all.
Love it.
And are the spiders like hurt at all?
Yeah, the spiders took 8 damage.
Oh, lovely.
yeah.
Okay.
Are they
they're
dead?
not. They're not like really hurt. They're just hurt.
Oh, that's no.
Glad we did that, Meryl.
They got like scattered to the winds. It'll take
Again.
them a second.
Alfonso,
Next
you are
time,
up.
just shake them off.
So, logistical question for my bow. Will my bow do like regular damage to these like swarm?
So your bow, I believe, does piercing damage.
Yes.
So if you were to shoot, then it would be,
Right, but like, can the swarm take piercing damage? Because it's a swarm of.
I don't know.
Are you
Do you
thi-
know?
I
would
think it
count.
does. I think it
I think
sure
you could
could.
try
You
it
would
out.
obliterate one of them.
You gotta
And if you shot
try it
enough
out.
arrows,
Well,
that would do
I'm
something.
gonna throw an arrow with my bow because that's what I do.
And what are you gonna string it through first?
The
Whisker
notch
biscuit.
and
The whisker
whisker.
The whisker biscuit. You gotta say it like that.
Whisker
Whisker
biscuit.
biscuit.
As
whisker
someone who
biscuit.
actually shoots a real bow, this makes me a little sad.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's
Like,
fair.
Wrong company.
It's okay. It's no.
It's okay.
No, it's okay. All right, we're gonna roll to attack. 11.
11 does not hit.
Sad.
Well, now we know.
Now we know.
TJ's up next. So TJ is going to take, because the javelin didn't work so well. So he's just going. He's
His ear
just
hurts a little bit.
gonna like run up to the spiders and just try to like punch them into the ground.
Love it.
Using
Love
it
it,
on arm
King.
strike. And he's like,
King.
I got
The
this.
naked
Just
fist.
God. All right. So
Naked
he is
fist.
going to.
Misphi, how are you admiring this from afar?
Well, he's using his natural
My brute
hands,
strength,
his
baby.
nature hands. So.
Nature hand.
Get your hands.
All right. So
hot way.
16 hits.
Ooh.
And
Go TJ. That's right, kid. I've been training.
Use your hands, buddy.
Go TJ.
He's good with his
got
hands.
2. He hits him for 2.
Hey, better than I did. Go, TJ.
We're proud of you,
Hey,
T.
punch those spiders.
Way to put yourself out there.
I'm really
Time
on it, guys.
justice.
I got this.
Okay,
I mean,
let-
keep going, but like I'm here.
don't stop.
Please.
Help me.
You just stay right there, kid.
Stan, you are up.
Well, I think Stan's only option is to wave his battle axe around. I guess I have to pull it out of the red spider first, huh?
Yeah, you.
But I'm
gotta
still
grab
standing
that.
there. So I guess I'm going to have to snag that out of the spider and wave it at the swarm. Is that allowed? Is that enough? Is that
I'll
too
say
many
I'll say
things?
yeah that you can grab it and
You could like smash it on the ground, like the flat side of it.
And just
squish
like
it.
whack, whack,
Yeah.
whack.
Like use it like a tennis racket or like a fly swatter.
Yeah.
so instead of slashing, bludgeoning.
Yes.
You mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
I could,
You should do that. Just
but I get a +2. Oh wait,
It doesn't
this
change
doesn't matter.
the attack.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, sure. I play whack-a-mole with the spiders with my axe.
Yes, you do.
Stan runs up to him and he's like, really, best little lumberjack you ever saw.
All right, roll your attack.
That's not a lumberjack. It's my favorite
21.
21 hits.
that's a good
Wow.
lumberjack.
I'm
God.
good at
Yeah.
whack-a-mole. I
So-
hate moles. I'm sorry, Misphi, but I just don't like them. Something about their little face.
So 1d8 plus 2.
Ooh.
A D8 is a.
That's the goofy
weird
triangle one.
Goofy triangle one.
Like this way.
Can I roll it once? Can I
Yep.
add two?
Yeah.
Put it-
Yep.
in the small hole.
So the spiders are resistant to bludgeoning and piercing, so they take half.
Well, shoot. Were they resistant to slashing?
They are, yeah. So
What are they now?
They
resistant?
I
get-
got nothing.
they get 4 damage on that. So they're hurt,
best
but they're still going.
Wow. These little spiders they're really resilient.
So the swarm of spiders is actually up next, and because Stan was the one who was the closest, who just attacked, they're going to go after Stan.
It's hard to be brave.
Put that on a t-shirt.
And they rolled a nat 1. Wow.
Yeah.
These spiders are having a
He's
tough
just
day.
too small for them to swarm.
You know what? I'll take it.
They think he's one of them. They're like, wait.
I'm
wait,
learning
wait,
to
wait.
claim my size. I'm a small man, but that's okay.
And you're proud.
I'm small and I'm proud.
I'm proud.
He
Misphi,
says
you
as he
are
like
up.
punches his axe.
Small and I'm proud.
Okay, let's see here. I'll probably use my quarterstaff.
You gonna thump them?
I will,
Thump
I
the
will,
little spiders.
Whack-a-mole.
I will thump the little baby spiders.
Wow.
One of them, anyway.
You're really having to go against your character today, and I'm really sorry about it, Misphi.
It's okay.
You're being
It is
real
what
brave.
it is.
You're being a team player.
Survival of the fittest, I guess.
Survival of the fittest. Those spiders aren't in shape.
I got 15.
Get them out of
They're
here.
getting thumped.
15 hits.
Thumped.
So you're gonna roll 1d6 plus 2
5,
total.
6, 7.
All right, so then we're gonna half that. So we're gonna say 4. So the swarm of spiders is very hurt.
Yay.
Yeah.
It diding.
Way to thump a Misphi.
Very hurt.
We're all like in our own spot, just like raising our arms and like, yeah!
We're chanting thump, 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 thump.
Misphi's just over there sobbing into a
Misphi's
pile of spiders.
TJ like doesn't know how to respond.
It's like one of those scenes from a horror movie where it's like just a little bit too real for a second, and you're like, why is the actor like action? What's happening? What's happening? And
The
then it's
actor
like,
seems like they're really crying right now.
Riding the Risker biscuit.
Oh gosh. Okay, Meryl, you're up.
okay.
Drive it home.
Please.
Oh, I hate when you laugh like that.
I think the worst situation is that the spiders have done absolutely 0 damage, and that makes me so angry.
It's true they have.
You know,
You're a Brazilian bunch.
like, I want you guys to succeed, but like, really,
That's so
no
funny.
damage? No damage. Sorry, carry
They're
on.
just babies.
I took damage because of Meryl.
Everyone takes damage because of Meryl.
How do you know?
You're gonna like
Meryl
traumatize them? Is
like,
that what you're gonna do?
Meryl is like trying to like swipe at them with his claws and like hurt them, but like he can't because it's a swarm of spiders. So he'll like get one and then like 15 more will like just run away, and he can like hear them laughing. You know what I mean? He can like hear them laughing, and it makes him just like so mad because this is not what he signed up for.
This isn't heroic
This
enough
is
for him.
not what he signed up for. Fighting spiders in a field was like not the mission he signed up for today. And he just starts just going off with like every insult he's ever heard of, just like throwing
He's
it
insulting
at
the spiders. Your approach is to insult the spiders to death.
He's literally like, and then he's like, I hate you, you're ugly, your mom is dumb. Like he's just freaking out as he's like slashing at them. So he, in
Gonna
his
yell at them
rage,
to death?
uses his cantrip, Vicious Mockery.
Oh, there we go. This is where it's getting fun. I like it.
And it's
Your mom
a
is dumb.
string of insults laced with subtle enchantments at a creature you can see within range of. The target can hear you, but doesn't have to understand you. It must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage.
That's
Okay.
So if they're that
phenomenal.
close to death, they might be able to kill them.
All right, so as
I've
the
never
DM, I
wanted
have
a
to
cantrip
roll
more
a
in my
d20,
life.
right? For like what?
Yes.
Okay, so they have to beat a 14. Well, they rolled a 2, so they did not beat.
They're gonna take psychic damage to death, and I'm super
So
bummed
how
about it.
how much damage does?
1d4.
So roll a
It's
d4.
the little triangle. Oh. Did they get?
What did you say?
That is
was
exactly
killing
the
words.
amount that you needed to kill the swarm of spiders.
Just mock them to death,
Yes,
and
what was
I'm
the final one?
thrilled.
What like did it? What
he,
did it?
he can like feel it growing stronger, and so he's like taking out the burn book. He's like I the burn book. he's like I recognize you. You're the really stupid one that always used to fall off my windowsill, and you're the one that I always thought was the ugliest one. And God, I hate spiders. And a curse upon you. A curse upon your web. A curse upon your thorax. And God, your mom's a hoe. And then he just smashes them all with his talons.
Your mom's a hoe. That's
If you're the one, if you threw this paper, your mom's a hoe.
You're the one that always falls off my window. Oh, God. Okay, that's fantastic.
That was
Okay,
brilliant.
so as you do this,
I bet
the
your mom had more
spiders
than 8 legs.
with their
Your mama
they-
was a grasshopper. Smash.
Your dad was a cricket.
You're not even a spider.
And they literally all look up at him at once and say, "You knew all of our mom," and then they just die.
They just crumple up from the inside. Their little feet go inside. Oh my goodness! Wow. I can't
Misphi
believe
is just offended.
on behalf of the spiders.
I can't believe you said all of that in front of a lady.
My
It's fine.
Yeah, she is, TJ. Keep going, kid. You're getting there. I think you're winning her over.
I think you're winning her down.
I love that Stan is championing this like
I
really
am.
creepy.
And the best part is
love.
TJ never asked for it.
No.
I've just decided that TJ needs Stan. Stan has to help him.
Yeah.
Because
Did
Stan's one with
TJ
the
take any
ladies.
damage from that time he Threw that javelin.
No,
Okay.
no.
All he did was throw
Well,
the
just
javelin.
the
and
ear.
then
He
just
basically-
tossed it at
Okay.
her.
Yeah,
Do
he
you have to
basically
kiss his
just
ear,
got
though?
like he pierced
Okay.
himself like in a hot way. So now he's just got like
You could-
he's,
He'll
have
he's
a
a
little
little
ear scar.
edgier now. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go over to TJ and I'm gonna bandage up his ear.
Oh.
He's
Wow, what a
definitely
tease.
milking it. He's like, yeah, really spend time on that. Yeah, right there.
I just kind of rub his little lobes.
Low rubbing.
Kids in love, you know what I mean?
Bub.
Everyone's got their own thing.
You're welcome. I hope you feel better.
He like starts thumping his foot like a dog whenever they scratch their.
Boys.
Oh, Tej.
All right.
Can I use healing word on Alfonso?
Yeah.
Aw.
So with healing word, you have to say something. I think it's got a verbal component. So what do you-
Chukaka!
Oh, that's right. I
Yep.
forgot you did that last time. That's
Sweet.
right.
Perfect.
Please
Well,
tell me
thank
how
you
you
for
react
her.
to being yelled "chukaka" in your face.
Chukaka!
I don't, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, I guess.
You're welcome.
Okay, so as you guys have
So he's
defeated
just-
these massive spiders that were poisonous, not that you guys ever really
Not that
experienced that
mattered.
because they rolled so terribly. I'm gonna switch my dice.
That would
It
be
makes me so mad.
venomous.
What do I get my like? How much do I get healed?
You don't know.
You said you'd use healing
1d4
word.
plus 3, I think.
Oh, 1d4 plus 3?
Is that
Okay.
So
Well,
3 plus 3.
I am back to full health.
nice?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We will live to
Anytime.
fight another day.
So as these spiders are dead in this small rebellion camp, people start kind of slowly coming out of their tents, and one of the people that you see is Yurza, and she's like made sure that Durgan is still in the tent, but she slowly comes out to evaluate the damage, and she's kind of been peeking through the little hole in the tent all this time, and she saw Meryl insult the spider to death, and she's like, I don't know how to tell you thank you enough for protecting my kin in our camp.
Anything for you guys.
That's so kind. I have one thing from my time before this, and I'd like to give it to you. I know that you're going off to talk with the dwarves, and I have a cousin on my mother's side who was a dwarf.
Is it because you want to be taller?
No, because
This-
dwarves wear hats.
Oh.
I want to fit in. I could be in disguise. I could be an undercover dwarf.
It's
Isn't
not
that
a
a TV
It's
show?
not a hat.
Oh.
Well, I'm sorry.
You know what? That's okay. I shouldn't have tried to assume. Your gift is going to be lovely, I'm sure. I'll ask for it for Christmas next year.
What's Christmas?
Yes. Well, visit us then. I'll try to learn knitting, knit you a hat. But for you, here is a dwarven token. You can give it to a dwarf for a one-time exchange of assistance, safe passage, or mercy from death. This is not something that I can give you lightly. This is, once you give it, it is sealed. And she gives you this token that it's a coin, and it has two pickaxes crossed in front of them, and it's got a ruby inlaid in the center.
She really be out here doing arts and crafts, like making real things for us.
Wow.
I wanted you
This
guys
is
to
a real
have
coin.
things. So
This is
you-
literally a metal coin that she poured
Bullshit. I'm sorry.
Good thing
poured
I
a
have
metal
different light.
into a mold.
It's real.
It's real. I mean, it's still hot. Ow!
I-
Ow! My
I'm
I'm
hands.
biting
I
it right now and
learned
it's not bending.
glass blowing from Misphi
Yeah.
in order to do.
It's a
She
solid
knows how
glass
to
Venetian
blow
coin.
some glass.
No,
I-
but she
I
did
blowed
actually make us
so
like a
hard.
coin. This
That
is
I'm
so
most impressed
cool.
Yeah, where did you find
And she
that?
wrote everything on here.
You had to dig
God,
forever in
that's
your
so helpful.
backyard to find that ruby.
If
So
I mined it myself.
Meryl turns because he's been like just standing off to himself, facing the woods, and like breathing heavily because it's been a long time since he's gotten that angry, and he like turns over his shoulder really dramatically, and then he accepts the gift and he says, "I'm so sorry if you heard that."
I did. I learned some words that I had not heard before, and yet I still felt them. But
Meryl,
I appreciate all that you've done for us.
Meryl looks kind of sad and pats her on the shoulder and says, "And this time it was free."
Wait, did
She's
he
just
charge
standing
for
there confused. She's like, but I paid with a
He's
token.
Meryl says holding the token literally in his hand.
And so as you
He's
guys,
a star. Usually he charges for things like that.
So as you guys are like kind of shaking off the battle, you see Elias just comes out and he's like, "Wow, you guys really did it. That's awesome. We're gonna kind of just dismantle these spiders because lunchtime." And we're really appreciative of you guys doing this because they've really been an issue. So thank you. Wow, you guys really are heroes. That's really cool.
Thank you for not wasting the spiders, like, and using their bodies for something.
Do you actually eat them?
Oh, yeah.
They're
yeah.
very nutritious.
When you have
I would know.
a tragic backstory
Wait,
like us, you learn to make parts out of everything, like
Meryl is
spider
just
eye
side-eyeing
soup.
Misphi so hard. Like, do I have any idea who this person is?
You know, it's just.
I'm glad we had a hearty breakfast because I am not hungry.
I don't want to ask what was in it.
Yeah,
It's-
you know.
That's okay. You know what? You don't even have to finish
it's fine.
that.
No.
I'm still mourning over the hat, so I think we're gonna let you do that.
Oh, all right.
Enjoy your
well,
spiders.
Thank you, and we appreciate you. And well, just remember, please keep the fact that leader is here on, on the down low, as it were, and please send our deepest, our conversations, our hopes, our dreams to the dwarves, so that they can continue to hopefully aid us in the future.
We'll do our best.
Any enemy of the mayor is a friend of ours.
I like that.
Well, apparently we feel the same way now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Down with the mayor.
Misphi is still traumatized, and she's just over there petting Xerxes.
Did
And
she say that she ate
TJ
spiders?
just comes up to you and he like rubs your earlobe because he thinks it's a thing now. He's like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Spot
right there.
I'm glad
Right
he can
there.
learn, but I'm also concerned.
Stan's like looking at him like, I didn't teach him that. I didn't tell him to do that.
All right. So you guys, do you pack up and head to the dwarf encampment then?
Off to the dwarves.
I think so.
Oh God, she really.
I
never
don't
know
think
what she's gonna
Misphi
say
needs
next.
to
right.
see them make spider soup. So
Oh, no. I'd
right.
much rather prefer an elegant meal in a castle, but I guess we'll do what we can do.
Okay. You guys, you hit the road, you gather up all your stuff. TJ's along for the ride. Do you guys take the horses with you
Yes.
to? You do. So
I want my horse.
I do want you guys to think about how you are going to make sure that Misphi keeps track with you guys. Is it going to be the same setup as before? Is TJ still holding you like a baby?
man, we never got a car seat.
Never got a car seat.
Meryl comes over and says, Stan, I think that I've proved myself now, wouldn't you say? I mean, don't you think that what I did was pretty incredible?
Where is this going?
Do they have any more horses at the camp that we can borrow? Or
No,
have?
they have none. So you've got to go back through the cave entrance and pick them up where you left them out.
Oh,
on the
I
road.
think we're gonna leave the
Yeah, we'll leave
horses,
them.
everyone.
We'll
I'm
just leave
sorry
them.
about it.
Yeah, we'll have to.
We'll have to
Bummer.
just hoof it.
I really
Right.
loved
Onward.
being
I totally
carried
forgot
by
about the
TJ on a
horses.
horse.
Well, Stan, I was
So
going to offer. I
yours
could
that
carry
gives you
with my
guys-
talons.
I don't want
That
to be
sounds
anywhere near your
pokey.
talons.
You don't like heights.
I don't like talons.
Couldn't say I didn't offer. I try to offer whenever I can.
It is a very specific kink.
That
TJ's
Meryl
knowledgeable. on
Merle
this.
blinks twice and then takes off into the air and flies ahead of everyone, leaving forever.
I don't know what his problem is. No judgment over here.
That's pretty. I mean, we all know Alfonso's really attracted to me, but I don't have talents, Alfonso. But we're bros. We're bros.
We can be bros, but that really is worth you. No competition here. You can have.
That's
it's
great
fine.
because I'm pretty much engaged now. So
So are we like having
Pose
conversations
before
or walking
bros.
to the dwarves?
yes.
Is that,
So
we're,
you
like,
guys are walking. You are going to be kind of on the road for a good majority of the day. And as you walk, you're going to be moving landscapes because you're going from like a heavily forested area to more of the mountains. So you've been on the road for about 4 hours. The sun is high in the sky. The trees have started to thin and the landscape is now getting more rocky and sloped. There have been a few travelers on the main road, but they haven't paid you much mind other than a nod of acknowledgement. That is until you hear from around the turn in the road the sounds of clanging, like pots and pans hitting against each other. Around the corner comes a girl about 13 or so, huffing as she carries a heavy pack on her back that jangles with each step. And when she sees you guys, she waves her arm up in the air and she's like, yoo-hoo! Hey! Hi! Oh, hey! Ah.
Whoa.
How can we help you?
Do we?
Take a breath.
Sorry. It's more about how I can help you.
Oh boy.
I'm a happy hustler who wants to buy some stuff. I'm Holly. Holly the happy hustler. And you see...
Hustler, like selling things or buying things.
Yes. We...
We?
Well, the happy hustlers.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Are you not familiar? Oh my gosh, this is so fun. We travel around a lot and we're really interested in like starting with young women and like getting them some business acumen by selling things door to door, people to people. We really make sure that we're like in it to win it. And you see that
Sounds
she's
like a pyramid scheme.
No, it starts out when we're really young and we really like earn our way through different stages. Like, and you see she indicates towards this row of like small animal skulls that are dangling around her waist, and on them are drawn icons and words. So like you see one that has like a drawing of big eyes and it says puppy dog eyes, and you see one that has like a little lantern and it says gaslighting, and she's like I'm the best at sales, but really I'm just like really interested in being the best happy hustler I can be. And she's got like really reddish blonde hair and freckles, and she looks super wholesome except for like this calculating look in her eye.
Calculating look.
I don't
Yes.
think she's selling Avon.
And she's like, so I'm really trying hard to like get more sales, earn some icons for my waist belt. And I'm really just, I've got a lot of things. I've got my little happy hustler rap if you really need to hear it. But
Oh, that's okay.
yeah, so that's okay. I've got it in the back
Meryl
of my mind
looks
if you need.
like you piqued his interest, but I don't know if we need that.
Meryl leans over to Stan and is like, I have heard about the happy hustlers. I've traveled a lot. We need to not engage.
What's wrong with them?
We need to not engage.
I'm so happy to have seen you guys. You guys look pretty light on supplies. Honestly, you also look a little haggard but strong. Are you like good intentions? Like, how are we feeling? Like nobody's
kind of
like
on a
criminals. Ooh, a mission. I love missions. Okay. So here's the deal about missions in this area. Are you familiar with the area?
Enough.
Okay.
No.
No.
Misphi,
okay.
don't tell her that.
So
The maniacal laugh.
So okay. In addition to being a really great salesperson, I also give off super information because happy hustlers go door to door, so we know all the things. So you guys are currently on the road to Fellerstone. Are you guys so excited for Fellerstone?
We
Sure are.
so excited,
Pumped.
Holly.
That's great. So before you get there, there's some things I should probably let you know about, and what kind of mission are you on?
What kind of info do you have?
I'll tell you if you tell me.
Meryl, I'm not liking this Holly kid.
Well, Holly, really, it's just heroes business. So
Heroes,
we may just
okay.
have to get going as quickly as we possibly can. Actually,
Okay, look, here's the deal, guys. I sort of a little bit need a hero, and I'm willing to give you guys a discount if you were helping me out. But look, there's some business going on with the Happy Hustlers that I really need you guys to help me out with, especially before you get to Fellerstone.
What do you need?
Okay.
Let's hear her. Let's hear her out. Let's just entertain the idea.
Okay, you know what? Give me the rap. Let's see how it is, and then I'll decide.
I think I would love a good performance. I mean, that might sway me a little
We
bit.
could go without the performance, but
She looks like she wants to do the rap, Alfonso.
okay.
I got soap. I got rope. I've been blessed by the Pope. I've been hustling so happy in my goods are dope. Nope, sorry. I'm too bummed to do the rap today. The full rap, okay? Look, you don't understand.
I think we can hear her out.
Okay, I'm convinced.
Okay.
What do you
Thank
need,
you.
kid?
Look, at Fellerstone, that's my normal stomping ground. Okay. This guy over here, he knows what I'm talking about. And TJ just like puts his arm around Misphi. He's like, I'm engaged. She's like, look, okay, there's some weird stuff happening over there. And there's this girl, Coco. And everything's been fine until Coco showed up. And she started taking over my territory as a happy hustler. We don't do that. There's a code in the hustlers.
I've heard that.
The hustler code is real. And Coco is abusing it. Not only is she dating Chad, even though I clearly expressed interest in it, but she has less patches than me, less icons, less skulls.
So she's also a happy hustler?
She's supposed to be, but I've got doubts, you guys. Like, she shows up and stuff, and weird stuff starts happening. And I'm telling you, I think there's somebody giving her goods, and they're just weird. People who have been eating her cocoa or whatever have been acting super weird afterwards. I mean, like, I get it. It's the mountains. The dwarves from the mountains are a little bit wacky anyway.
She has like, she's selling like cocoa food, like food is cocoa, and they're
Coco's
acting weird.
cocoa is like very popular, and I don't know where she gets the cocoa beans. It's all very suspicious, but I was never given that as one of my icons, and I know because I have had some of the most intricate small animal skulls that have ever blessed this earth, and I can tell you that none of them came around cocoa beans. So it's very weird.
I'm sorry. How did you get the skulls?
They're the skulls of my enemies. Just kidding. No. So really what we do is we scavenge, we find them, we use them to like boil things. It's fun.
Wait, but this cocoa from the cocoa beans makes them act weird when they buy it?
I don't know if it's the cocoa or just her being Coco, but something when she started showing up, things got really weird. And look, here's the deal. Okay. I have a happy hustler horde. All of us get together once a month. Okay. Oh, you've heard of us and our horde? Okay.
I've heard of the horde.
Yes. Now look, if you're able to just suss out whether or not Coco's a legit happy hustler, and bonus points if you get her out of my territory, then the horde will have a meeting and we'll make sure you guys get some pretty exclusive content anytime you guys get a happy hustler on the road. Okay. We have some rare items. I don't need more because I had to sell them all in order to escape the confines of my territory that she took over. But I digress.
Okay, Holly.
Meryl smiles and spreads his wings and said, "Can you give us a moment, Holly?"
Oh, I thought you were going for a hug, but yes, no, I'm much more comfortable with giving you a moment.
Just a moment.
She's gonna go in for a
Meryl
hug.
sweeps everyone in with his wings really quick.
She like gives you a hug, but like gently pats. She's very uncomfortable with physical affection. And she just kind of walks back and she just like tries to adopt an air of like not really caring, even though you can tell she's trying to listen in.
Did anyone else see Inside Out 2?
It was great.
It was
Not to completely break, but Ennui was my favorite character. Anyway.
So
You should see it. It's good.
the girl sounds like she's jealous. Coco's dating Chad, has less patches, and Holly doesn't like her. That's what I wrote down. She thinks she's a little bit
So,
sus.
like-
what does she think that we can suss out that she can't?
We are pretty awesome. And we've been, successful thus far. No one has died, and we figured out things about the mayor. I think we're qualified.
We seem
Wow.
like we might be able to help her, and that might benefit us. In the future, if we meet a happy hustler, they could give us something that we need in a timely moment.
I am always up for helping people.
I'm also on board for helping people.
I mean,
Also,
she is like a
she
kid,
seems obnoxious, and I
so-
am terrified of them. But I worry more about the mob that would find us if we walked away from this than I am about the potential benefits
The
of
Coco-
helping this horrible small girl.
True.
Well, I guess we help her, but you're going to have to help her work on that rap.
I don't know, Cirksy, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
She says it's a great idea.
I agree. She smells weird. But yeah, we should
I
help
It's a
her.
little warm out.
Yeah. Yeah, see?
So
We should help her.
the Coco thing is a little sketch. I'm not really sure I'm on board with like the people acting funny or weird or whatever.
Don't drink the cocoa.
Right.
Hashtag don't drink the cocoa.
All right,
Coco makes you
kid.
cuckoo.
Can you unarm us from your wings? You have us in
I
a
sheathe
huddle.
my wings.
You do
Sheathe.
what?
The wings are sheathed.
The sheath.
Holly!
Hi. I actually never got your names, and that's a little bit weird. But yes, again, Holly. Hi. Who are you?
I'm Meryl. You may have heard of me. Meryl Cheep. Yes, I'm an acrobat. I'm a performer. I've done the circus circuit for quite a few years now, but, that's neither here nor there.
Oh, I have not heard of you, but great. Okay.
Yeah, I keep telling her that nobody's heard of her, but she won't listen to me. My name's Stan. Stan Smallman.
Yeah.
Alfonzo Windbreaker.
No, come on. I mean,
Is there something funny?
no.
Alfonso,
the little man laughed. I don't know.
I'm definitely gripping like the bow a lot more intensely.
Alfonso, she's 13.
It's okay.
Windbreaker's pretty funny.
Meryl, hold it together. We're having a moment.
Yeah,
She just stares into your eyes, and she has her never blink little thing, her little icon. And so she just stares, and the second that you blink, she just like nailed it.
Hi, and I'm Misphi Faewilde. I come from a little small village of Yorkwood.
Oh, never heard of it, but you're the
Me
touchy
neither.
feely one. Okay. Fine. Okay, cool. So, look, she's in Fellerstone, and look, whenever you find out what's going on and you get her out of my territory, feel free to let any happy hustler know that she's taken care of
Oh?
in whatever way you need.
Where can we find this Coco
God,
person?
I told you I was scared
She's
of
just
this
somewhere in
little girl.
Fellerstone. Like, if she was taking over the actual spot that I was standing, it was right inside the gates of, or right inside the mountain pass that leads to the mines. So otherwise, she might be like
mines.
frolicking with Chad. He's the head miner's son, but I liked him for him. He had swoopy locks. It was nice.
Holly, could you point us in that direction, do you think?
Yeah, you go like to the left and then like around the corner and then up, up a couple bit.
Got it. So not good at directions. We'll start this way. We'll report back to a hustler when we've got it figured out.
Sounds great. Just a little bit more to the left and then you're good. You're good. You're good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Bye.
Man,
Bye.
that was weird.
Sounds like we need to bar this chocolate. I don't know if that
Coco.
worked or not. Yeah.
I got you.
TJ like nudges Stan, is like, do you get it?
I get it, Tej. It just wasn't funny. You don't have to laugh. It's okay.
Meryl's already like walking. He's like 10 feet away, like already walking there.
So have you guys encountered like the Happy Hustlers before? It sounds like Meryl, you might have.
I've heard of them. I've heard of the Happy Hustlers, and they deal with their problems pretty directly and with a lot of violence for small children. And I mean,
Wow.
I know a thing or two about violence. I've got quite a big beak, and I know how to use it.
Back in our kingdom, Aerith.
Your kingdom, where?
Aerith is
Aerith,
the kingdom.
got
Yep,
it.
Aerith.
Windbreaker, got it.
Yep.
The Windbreakers from Aerith.
You're never gonna live that down.
I know. Back in our home kingdom, Aerith, we had some of these Happy Hustlers, but like we did not let them take control.
It's like an infestation.
Yeah,
Wherever they go,
we
like
were-
there's one on the corner. Suddenly there's 12. Then there's 24.
We discouraged. We had the soldier, like our army had to escort them out sometimes because they would get in there and they would cause problems
Rodents.
and try to
Terrifying.
put our shops out of business. It was a whole mess.
I just didn't like
Wow.
her there was something really sharp and pointy about her smile. Like she had her teeth sharpened or something.
I mean, I didn't like her, but I didn't think she looked like a squirrel.
I thought she looked rather squirrel-like.
What's
We're
a
not-
squirrel?
Alfonso, so explain to me a little bit more about where you're from. I've never been somewhere like you're explaining before. I've never seen a little girl like that. That's for sure.
So Aerith is a forested kingdom in the east that, because we are wood elves, it is a mostly wood elf kingdom. As part of the nobility, we were, in charge. My family was in charge, and we, of course, are able to make laws and rules and such like that. And well, we did not allow them to be in our kingdom, and especially in our capital.
So you were part of the nobility?
I was, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow, I bet you had the best concerts. I bet you had amazing entertainment. Living in the city,
Yeah.
living
I wonder
it
why
up.
they never hired you.
Oh,
Well, I've we did travel to Aerith once or twice, but I don't know that I remember, specific people.
Right,
We've
right.
been all over the place. It can be hard to remember so many fans. So
Right.
Misphi is
right.
just imagining the river rocks in Aerith and how glossy they would look.
in her drink.
Mhm.
So you must have had like the best parties, the best things going on, the best, the best.
There were some parts of
Must have been
like
the best.
Yeah, like my cousins got into the whole dances and parties and gatherings. I was always more interested in the military.
Wow, a military man.
Very
Like
noble.
me. You know,
No.
I get it. Not everybody's cut
No,
out to be a guard. You know.
I went through
Town
our...
justice and all.
Oh, thanks, babe.
No, I went through Aerith's officer training.
Wow. So you're an
Oh.
officer.
Wait, you got training?
No.
Oh.
That's a story for another time.
Oh. I don't think he wants to talk about it.
Thank you, TJ. You got my back. What a guy.
Well,
We
us
can-
military folk gotta stick together, right?
Yep, us military folk.
Well,
Not
thank
everybody
you.
can survive 2 days on the job as a guard, so.
Yeah, that's
Right.
right, Teach.
Yep.
You certainly
That's-
almost have.
We have the
TJ.
same, the exact same experience level for sure.
I get it. We've seen some things.
Yep, we have seen some things.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've seen the same things, but we've both seen some
Certainly
things.
seen things.
You do both
Well-
have eyes. You've seen, you've done things. Yep. Good job relating, Teach. That was good.
Yep.
Thanks. All right. So as you guys
Great job.
as you guys
Improv.
are following the directions of Holly the Happy Hustler, you you start to notice that like the terrain gets less flat, it's more sloped, it's more curvy as the road's kind of been forced to move with the mountain. The trees are pretty much gone because you're in the Logera Mountains now. And to your left, you see a massive crack in this mountain that's made way to like a large semi-permanent encampment. So there's like a settlement that's happened in between this really odd-shaped crack in this mountain. There's a mix of temporary tents and more permanent structures kind of cobbled together.
Crack.
What? Oh, God. A massive...
Crack.
That's oddly shaped, actually.
An oddly shaped, the
We either teach 'em or
massive
we are 'em.
crack. You guys are ridiculous. A massive crack in the mountain makes
Say it
way
again.
to a large semi. Oh God, this is not making it better. I can't unthink it now. What's a synonym for that?
There is none. There are none. You have to say crack.
Crevice.
Crevice, yeah.
A massive crevasse in
That's
the
a little
mountain
better. I'll take it.
makes way to a expansive semi-permanent encampment. There is a mix of temporary tents and more permanent structures hobbled together out of scraps of wood. So in here, like you see people. This is an active mining settlement. So you see like railroads with carts like that have gems and ore in them.
so they live in the crack.
They dwell in the crack. They work in the
dwellers.
crack.
They live in the crack and they die in the
They
crack.
live
Damn
for
it.
the crack.
or the crack.
Live for the crack.
Yes.
They're
That's
high
our
on
bumper
life.
sticker.
To the dwarves.
Yellowstone.
No,
What?
that's not it.
That's not what I thought. Okay.
I think you guys did a great job.
Thanks, Teach.
It's the end of the episode, so we got a couple things to plug. First of all, we are a new podcast, so it would be really helpful if you rated us, subscribe to us, tell it to your friends, tell it to your pediatrician, or whatever other medical doctor you have. We take all kinds.
I
Pre-order.
only have a pediatrician.
Yeah.
I still see my pediatrician. Hi, Dave.
Mine is like
I don't have a
mine was always a very handsome fellow.
I was like,
Good actor. I accept this award on behalf of the entire cast.
part of me hopes that Dave eventually hears this, but I don't even know if Dave is real.
Pre-order The Archivist Apprentice in the link below. It's a fantasy novel with a fantastical pantheon of gods, political intrigue, and all-around decent mystery.
Hey, it's Stephie here. I have a crochet business. I crochet stuffed animals. I love doing it. And my business name is Stephie's Crafty Paintbrush. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram. I'm almost thinking about changing it to Stephie Stuffies.
Do one for
You
Stephie Stuffy so that way if you
should.
decide you want to do it that way, you have both.
I think you have to do that because that's too
so
good. It's too good of an opportunity to pass up.
Stephie Stuffies. Look it up.
Andrew and I are expecting our second little baby.
Oh, congratulations!
Congratulations!
That's awesome.
That's
amazing.
Big news, Windbreaker.
I know. So all this talk about like a raw in the crack. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Unprotected.
Yeah, unprotected. I'm like, well, mission accomplished.
Do you know what it is? Is it an alien?
It's still really early. That's why I.
Is it an alien?
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Yep, we
Oh,
that's so exciting.
Yep. Or well, both of our side of the families and
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So
That's fun.
expected due date would be end of January.
Aww.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have quite a ways yet. but-
So throw into the comments how amazing it is that Rail's gonna have another baby.
Baby Rail.
Baby Rail. Throw in some name
Ian
suggestions
needs
too.
a brother
Okay.
or sister name, sibling names.
Yes. Little
Maybe
baby sibling for
Meryl
Ian.
Cheep. Top of the list. Top of the list.
Yep. Yep.
That baby wants to be Meryl.
Alfonso.
That's a great baby
TJ.
name. I've always thought so.
Windbreaker.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Is your baby bent to be a leader?
Town
Justice.
Justice.
Never
I always
forget.
forget that that's
Never
his name.
forget.
That's incredible. And you can find us on social media on TikTok and Instagram. You can find us at Mystical Everyday Heroes. And on Twitter or X, we are at DNDMEH.
DNDMEH.
D-N-D. M-E-H.
And you're not going to forget it.
Also, if you're looking for some good background music for your D&D game or just enjoy some really good tunes, check out Matt Bostian's album, Zingara Music and Dance, in the link below. Actually, a lot of the background music, not all of it, but a lot of the background music you hear is from Zingara Music and Dance. So you'll be able to replicate some of the good jams you hear.
Yeah, buddy.
Amazing.
Yay! Awesome.
Boy.
Dude, Meryl's going to town on those spiders. I think he's got a lot of pent-up aggression. Where do you think it's coming from?
The hair on your legs doesn't match your body, and you should feel sad about that. You couldn't find a target for your stinger if you sat on it. Too bad you aren't a caterpillar, because then you'd be in a cocoon and I wouldn't have to look at you. You're such a coward. I bet you're afraid of yourself. You're a disgrace to Charlotte and her web. You'd suck at bowling. Your mom didn't love you enough to only have you, so she laid a bunch of eggs, and she still was disappointed. You knew all of our mom. And then they just die.